you, Tiffany, and thank you so much. Very intense start here. We have the all-new Triple Dare Challenge.
What's up, guys? Boy Benny. Now is not a great time to be in the children's entertainment industry, as there is so much being revealed about the horrors of Nickelodeon, but also Disney, and a bunch of other companies that have truly gone down the darkest of rabbit holes. Look at these headlines. Nickelodeon hired 5 accused child molesters and pedophiles to work with children. Nickelodeon reportedly hired accused and convicted child molesters, pedophiles, to work on sets of kids' shows that were produced by the Paramount-owned cable network. Legal records obtained by Daily Mail found this out. Look at this. Here's the actual article. Nickelodeon, infiltrated by predators. Channel employed 5 convicted child molesters. I mean, you have to have known this happened. You had to have known this happened. Here are photos of them. Ezel Chanel, 54, was convicted in 2003 of lewd acts with a child under 14. Released on probation, hired by Nickelodeon. Marty Weiss, talent manager, who placed clients on top Nickelodeon shows, was convicted of lewd acts with a 12-year-old. Jason Handy, production assistant, had sexual contact with a 9-year-old girl. HBO documentary Quiet on the Set. This is, of course, ripping through the online, taco sphere. This is the show that everybody is talking about right now. Detailed former Nickelodeon dialogue coach Brian Peck, who molested star Drake Bell when he was 15. I mean, it just goes on and on and on and on and on. So these are like sick. These people are sick monsters. All right. So I mean, there is no illusion anymore. They are sick monsters. They're predators. They're awful people, and they need to be exposed. And there's an entire series of people that go really deep on exposing Hollywood and exposing culture, celebrities, popular musicians and pop stars and so on. But in a strange trend, just as we are like reaching sort of a zenith of P. Diddy getting his homes raided and the Nickelodeon Quiet on the Set stuff coming out, a lot of these people who've made their careers off of exposing Hollywood are ending up dead. Correlation? Causation? I don't know. But as somebody who has 2 eyeballs and is alive and notes pattern recognition, I think it's worth talking about. Eerie link emerges between late TikTok stars Kylie Marissa Roth, 29, and Eva Evans, 36, after they both died within hours of each other, actually, as fans speculate bizarre connection that could be sign of a curse. Okay, so what's going on here? So there are 2 TikTok stars that were big time like celebrity and, celebrity expose kind of accounts, right? And they were both talking about a child star from Nickelodeon. JoJo Siwa is her name. I don't know who this person is. I actually had to look up who she is. So here's her little child star thing, right? There she is. And she's been, of course, transformed into a demon, which is exactly what happens in Hollywood. But these 2 TikTokers were talking about JoJo Siwa right before they died. In fact, the last thing that Roth posted was this.
Remember when JoJo Siwa and Tom Sandoval were on that reality show together? I can tell.
Okay, so let me begin by saying I'm not here, of course, to demean or speak ill of the dead, right? I'm just here to effectively say that this is crazy. I don't really know what she meant by that. It can tell. What does that mean? I'm not sure. But I know this, like the last 2 TikToks of these 2 very popular TikTokers who exposed celebrities and exposed like the dark side of Hollywood, the last person that they all talked about was right here. And then they both wound up dead, right? So here's the other TikToker whose name is Eva Evans. Again, I'd be lying to you, and I never do that. I'd be lying to you if I said I was big followers of them. I wasn't, actually. But it's making a lot of headlines, so here we go.
I'm rooting for JoJo. I want her to succeed. It's making me like sad and depressed to watch her flail. And the first thing that I think this girl needs, besides a lot of other things, is a new stylist. Because Miss Siwa, if you were trying to leave behind your dance mom's persona, you cannot go out there looking like a gymnast about to do a rhythmic piece to a Kiss song. Like, do we see how these are not the same? Do we see how this is just this in a different font? Like, and frankly, hair and makeup team, also, we gotta get a new one. Because it's giving face paint, right? It's giving figure skater. It feels costumey, and the problem with that is that it makes it feel inauthentic. In some ways, it might be more honest, because I do feel like she is performing the idea of a bad girl as herself, JoJo Siwa, the like bubbly dancer. And if that's the point of view that she is like going for, then she's hit the nail on the head. But from her interviews, it doesn't sound like that's what she's going for. But like, picture her in Wiederhoft. Like, I'm trying to see her in some high fashion looks. Like, if she was performing the concept of a bad girl wearing Vaquera, I'd be here for it. Like, actually, she needs Brianna Andalore, who is Julia Fox's stylist. Wait, I'm obsessed. I need this.
Okay, so again, as you can see, I'm not a fashion guy. I literally have one shirt. I wear that shirt all day and night. That I have a shirt, right? I'm not a big fashion guy. I'm not a big time celebrity gossip guy. You'll never see me checking out the tabloids at the supermarket. Never really find me in a supermarket. So again, it's just pattern recognition here. So this is the painful post here that as soon as that TikTok was posted, that creator wound up dead. They both talk about JoJo Siwa, boom, dead. Please share this post so that it receives so it reaches everyone it needs to. Yesterday, my family received news that our sweet, fabulous, creative, caring, hilarious Eva, beautiful sister, had died. After 24 hours, I still find myself in a constant cycle of denial and acceptance. I know how unbelievably hard it must process. Why are these, like seemingly very healthy young women dying? Why are they dying? In like the blooming flower of life, right? She wasn't even in her 30s. Talking about Diddy, talking about Oprah, talking about Michael Jackson, talking about Neverland. Kylie Marissa Roth, famous TikToker, has been found dead. No cause of death given. Her family has no idea how she died. Her family's up posting on social media. Her mother, her sister, being like, how did she die? They don't know. They don't know. Okay? She recently uploaded videos exposing Oprah and Diddy. Her last video was, of course, the JoJo Siwa video. I'm not saying there's causation. Okay? I'm not saying there's causation. I'm saying that it is what it is. Okay? There it is. I'm saying it is what it is. You see, this has 6 million views, right? It's like her last video. But you see plenty of stuff here about The Rock. Her account's still up, right? The Rock, the Jenner family, Jay-Z, and so on. Okay? Sacha Baron Cohen. She's going in, she gives videos of Puff Daddy and Justin Bieber. That stuff's super creepy if you look at that kind of stuff. I mean, I have looked at that kind of stuff, and this stuff's crazy. That stuff was all over my feed when they raided Diddy's house. These creepy old videos of him and Justin Bieber. Yikes. So anyway, these famous women who seem to be quite healthy and of sound mind, they're very famous, like are now dropping dead. Why? I don't know. I know the timing is really suspicious. Everything you need to know about the Quiet on the Set indictment of Nickelodeon. Oh, really? It was a Nickelodeon star that they were criticizing. I don't know. Nickelodeon was just a cesspool. So, the guy in charge, his name's Dan Schneider, the guy that was in charge of Nickelodeon at the time. Dan Schneider was his name. What has he been accused of? Snyder's been faced criticism for years of including sexually suggestive and explicit gags in his show. The documentary insisted that he played pornography on set and in the writer's room. A bunch of kids around. Forced two female writers to split a single staff salary writer. And so sexism is part of it. Frequently request massages from staffers. So big time like Harvey Weinstein vibes, right? And then he, of course, maybe the worst thing, that I would argue, is he hired a bunch of predators. He hired a bunch of monsters to work with these little kids. Dude. Hiring a bunch of bank robbers to work at JP Morgan. So that's what the guy did. So, anyway, it's very strange. A lot of people saying it's very, very strange and very weird timing. Diddy gets raided. And then suddenly these people who have spent their entire lives exposing all of this end up dead. Kylie Marissa Roth, dead at 36. Again, seemingly very healthy person. Meanwhile, Jesse Waters going on about the hidden cameras at Diddy's house. Hidden cameras. He had all this footage and all his cameras. And all these celebrities were caught in the honey pot that was Diddy's house. And now the people who have been exposing that for a very long time, all gone. I don't know, man. I don't know. Seems super creepy to me. Here's what Jesse Waters had to say about the freak-out parties at Diddy's house.
According to the bombshell lawsuit filed by his former producer, Rodney Lil Rod Jones, Diddy was allowed to wreak havoc. The legal complaint alleges Diddy bragged about getting away with shooting people and that his head of security had the power to make problems and people disappear. Diddy was never charged for the nightclub shooting involving his ex-girlfriend, J-Lo. His prodigy, Shine, took the fall. There was also a shooting inside one of his studios. Again, no charges. The complaint says Diddy's head of security paid off law enforcement. The lawsuit claims Diddy had an affiliation with local gangs and gang leaders who would frequent his homes. Lil Rod alleges he witnessed Diddy distributing guns from his bedroom closet in Miami and L.A. to questionable individuals dressed in all black. Last night, we described the allegations surrounding freak-off parties at his homes, where sex workers and underage girls were given laced drinks. These parties were attended by celebrities, politicians, athletes, and music label executives. His former producer claims every room in Diddy's homes wired with hidden cameras. And these parties were sponsored by Universal Music, Motown Records. The complaint says there was blackmail, piles of narcotics, and grooming of young and aspiring talent. This lifestyle has been simmering under the surface for years.